Okay, so like, what are like some of the things that like you guys do here?
As I mentioned, we have a certified alcohol and drug counselor. We have a housing specialist. We have 3 case managers, so they are available to registered residents and the outreach residents.
And they could come and go when they want, or is it
The
like,
registered residents, they can pretty much, the outreach are picked up from the train station. So they have to pretty much come in when the van picks them up. So if the van is stopping at Jones Square at 5, they have to be here at 5. And, we want to serve them dinner, so we want to try to get them in while dinner's being served.
food, is it donated, or do you guys like go out and already have a budget for
Well,
it?
we have a budget for food, but we also get plenty of donations. People show us love. They make donations. They had a function somewhere and all the food didn't get used. They bring it. Some of the area restaurants and bakeries will donate foodstuffs to.
And are there like more men than women? Are there children?
Well, this is an adult singles men and women shelter, and we're set up where we have 60 men registered, the ones that are in beds, and 60 men and 20 women. The 50 additional can be about 30 more men and 20 more women. So there's about 3 times as many men as there are women. Stuff still.
So you're funded by outside sources?
Well, we receive grants, we receive donations, so yes, yes.
How do the people in the shelter like interact with each other?
Pretty much the same way we would out on the street. There's rules, because if you don't have rules, just like out on the street, you have chaos. We have 0 tolerance for any sort of violence or threatening, because you have people from every walk of life here. You have people that are aggressive. You have people that are just kind of meek and easygoing. So you have to kind of have some rules so that meek person doesn't get, mistreated or bullied. Yeah.
So if a person do try to come with like a child, it's like a certain like shelter you would request for them to go to?
Yeah, well, Catholic Charities has a few programs. We have a few programs. This one happens to be for the adult men and women. We have one on 2nd Street, 246 2nd Street here in Jersey City, called Hope House, and they service women with children. We have a program across the street that serves families. So yeah, we don't just turn you away because we don't do that here.
Are there any certain requirements to being able to come to the shelter?
Well, it's a shelter. You have to be, at least 18 years of age. We prefer Hudson County residents, but if somebody's standing in front of you and they're homeless, you don't. And that's pretty much the deal. You have to be 18 or older. First, we prefer Hudson County residents first, but again, if somebody's standing in front of you, we prefer you to have ID, but it's not a requirement.
Do like any of them like share their story of like how they got there, and like to be homeless?
Yes, I mean, we've heard stuff from most people either lost a job, and due to losing the job, lost the income obviously, and then they go through the eviction process and they wind up with us. Some people have substance abuse issues, so and it kind of ties in. If you have a substance abuse issue and you have a job, you lose the job, you lose the income, you lose the place. So yeah, pretty much.
What are some things that you like see around the shelter that makes you like think to yourself like I'm glad that I'm doing this for the people?
Well, this is humbling. This is definitely humbling. I don't know. I think in my experience, things that those of us that do have a place to stay take for granted. They are just so grateful for the smallest little things. So that kind of keeps me, in check and grateful for everything that I have. And you just get a great feeling overall when you can help somebody, for something that, like I said, we take for granted. The littlest thing, they're grateful for. So that just, I'm just grateful to be able to assist a person in whatever their goals are, whether it's to get back into the job market, get back into their own place, you know, that sort of thing. You know, if somebody comes to the front door that don't want to stay in the shelter, and they're just kind of okay with where they are, they may just want to shower, and you know, if that's what it, you know, took to get you through that day, I'm glad to be a part of that.
Do they ever, like, do people ever leave the shelter and do well, like do better and come back?
Yes, and they come back and volunteer. I had a gentleman that had come in, and I hadn't seen him for years, and years. And he comes in, hey, Mr. Tom, you know, I'm glad to see you. Just wanted to come by and tell you guys thank you. And, you know, I'm a cop now. I have a family. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. You know, but in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, like, you know. So I look him up. And here he is with a picture of him in his cop uniform. Next picture is him with his children standing in front of his car. Next picture is him and his wife. So, you know, like I said, that just gives you a great feeling to know, you know, I had some role, you know, right, regardless of how big or small it was, into assisting him to that point, you know.
Absolutely.
Thanks, TJ.